treat me like you do. Buy my books and all my shoes, compare me to no bitches. Yeah, I done seen them all, but ain't none of them at all like you. Yeah, I done had the best of the best. Had niggas who cut them checks, treat me good, give me sex. But all of them bitches said they ride like me. But I don't see none of them by your side like me. I ain't never had nobody show me everything that you can show me in the... Hey y'all, it's your girl Dom, and we're back at it again with another video. And today we're gonna talk about another girl talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have another girl talk. Y'all need to sit back, relax, and we're gonna have a good time. I didn't really want to film in my room until I had, my room painted and all of that stuff like that. When, what I'm saying, like, I'm going to definitely do that. Hopefully by Thanksgiving we'll have a better, right now this is what, unfortunately, this is what we're doing. But, yeah. Unless, I don't really want to deal with all of that. So, but, let's get to it. I just wanted to talk to y'all because I know a lot of girls that be... Okay, this was something that was brought to my attention that I thought it was so funny to me. Okay, so I struggle with depression and stuff like that, right? So it's like every time somebody sees me depressed, it's like, Dom, what he do? Did it ever occur to you that I just might get like depressed sometimes and it has nothing to do with the guy? Like, if you're always depressed about a guy, you need to reevaluate your whole life. Because, like, let me tell you something. If you're always depressed about a guy, that means you have something missing within yourself that makes you feel like you have to run for a guy for attention. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, when you grew up around certain things, whether it's your parents modeled that behavior for you, or whether you saw somebody that you looked up to did the same thing, so it's like that's what you thought the way was. No, that's not the way, sis. You will never be happy. You will never be able to, like she just said, you'll get over it. You'll never be able to be, okay, sis, you'll never be able to really be fully happy. You'll never be able to be fully happy unless you really put time into yourself. And if you don't put time into yourself, then it's just like you'll feel like you have to put time into everybody else, and then when things doesn't go right, you're gonna be itching for that person to be in your life, and you're gonna think that the world is over if you don't have them there. And I just found it so funny that somebody brought that to my attention, because it was like, Dom, you seem like you're sad. Like, what happened now? Like, first of all, it's not about a guy. Sometimes, you're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be depressed over something that you just can't control. Sometimes you're allowed to, like, feel a way about nothing. You're allowed. Allow yourself to feel a way about something that somebody don't think is that serious. But it shouldn't always be about a guy, sis. It shouldn't. And that's just what I feel like is something that we tend to struggle with in this day and age. Another thing is, I want to talk to y'all. Girls, if you're in a relationship with a guy because you want to prove a point to somebody else, or you just want to say that you have him, let me tell you something. All that's doing to you is you're the only one that's frustrated. I feel like personally, you shouldn't be like, what was I talking about? I'm sorry, y'all. Messages started popping up on my phone. I'm sorry. What happened? I just like blinked out. I'm so sorry. So guys, basically, like, what I wanted to say was, I really don't know. Okay. I really don't know. Like, I forgot. I forgot. Like, to live. Okay, another thing that we could talk about until I remember what I was talking about is basically if you're always that girl that's just kind of just like, you know, waiting for that text message, or if you're waiting for that phone call and you're just like, oh my God, he texted. Let me tell you something. There's always that girl that's not waiting for that phone call and not waiting for that text, and it's just like, he's 9 times out of 10 is going to be interested in that girl. Guys love the chase. Like, they love the idea of hunting because that's naturally just in their, you know, their demeanor. Like, if, and I don't mean to bring this, like, back to, like, biblical terms, but God even said, you know what I'm saying, your husband is going to find you. You should not be finding your husband. That is not your husband. And that's how you know if he's the one for you guys. Because, like, if you feel like you're chasing him, that's not the one. Because he already said, you know what I'm saying, he's going to be chasing after you. And I don't mean chasing after your draws. I mean chasing after you. Like, he wants to get here, not, like, down there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we confuse it. Sometimes a lot of people be like, you know, we got a soul connection. No. You soulfully are lusted and intertwined into each other's lust. You're not in, like, y'all not in love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not in like with each other. It's just lust. And sometimes you gotta be okay with the fact that a guy just lusts you, because if you try to get into a relationship with a guy that just lusts you, it will never work. And I recently dealt with that. I dealt with somebody that, you know, didn't want me. They wanted my body, and I'm like, dude, you could have said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that, I don't know about how y'all work, but that just makes me just be like, I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't know. Like, me, it's just like, you won't find a lot of people. Like, my preference is to, and I hate this, I hate to talk about, like, body count and all of that, but I try to keep my body count very low, and it still is very low. But at the same time, it's just like, that's another thing. Why is it that guys judge you if your body count is like 4 or like 5 or more than that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Like, that's why if a guy ever tells me, like, we're in conversation and they're like, oh, like, what's your body count, this, that, and the third, conversation is dismissed, because you will not get the privilege to sit there and try to treat me differently because of a number that I'm pretty sure me and you have the same number, or you have more. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's so tacky. And that's another thing. Another thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about is, girls, stop letting these guys think that they, like, run game on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop being so, like going off of a nigga. Let me tell you something. It ain't no pressure behind a boy or of a man or anybody. Don't ever, like Steve Harvey said, don't ever let a man tell you that he don't want you twice. Because he gonna treat you like you ain't, you know what? He ain't gonna treat you like no wife. Bars, but okay. Anyways, he's going to treat you like you're not anything to him. And if you want that, just go ahead. Put pressure behind the nigga. I'm gonna tell you something. After my last previous relationships, I'm not putting pressure behind no boy unless I know you putting full pressure and full blast behind me. And at the end of the day, and that's another thing, y'all. Now that I'm talking, y'all ain't gonna be able to get me to stop. I done started up. So basically, y'all, this is what I want to talk about. If you are texting somebody and you really like them, I know how I am. If I really like you, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna hit you up. You know what I'm saying? I can't even play hard to get, because it's like, I like you. Sometimes I will play a little, you know. I ain't see your text. I ain't get your text. And they be like, who got it then? I don't know. Yeah, like, I play hard to get sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But because you got to, because I'm telling you, like I said before, a guy will sit there and choose the girl that didn't really, like, have that much interest in him, and he hurt himself. Because 9 times out of 10, we all fiend for what we don't need, you know what I'm saying? We all want the person that don't really want us, and the person that does want us, we don't chase after them, because it's like, we're all broken and damaged in a way, and we're looking for somebody to do that. Now, if you're healthy And you know what I'm saying? And you have a healthy heart. You probably don't experience this often, but if you don't, you will notice that you're looking for that satisfaction of like getting like the attention or the love from somebody else, especially if you don't have it within yourself. But like I said, don't ever apply pressure behind somebody that's not doing it for you. If you notice that you're texting and then they go ghost for like 12 hours, if I really like you, I can't not talk to you for like more than 3 hours, more than 5 hours. I just can't do it. It's gonna be something in me that's just like, bro, like, we haven't talked all day. Like, why are we not talking? I'm not gonna say that to him, but I'm just gonna be like, yo, like, why are we not talking? Like, did I do something? Did I say something? Like, I'ma feel away. And if I feel away, we both gonna feel away, because I'm petty. Okay, you make me feel away. You made me feel angry. Now we both angry. What's up? Like, sometimes I can be like that, and that's one of my toxic traits. Another thing that I feel like as women we have to work on is when you cannot let your past define your future present, because you will not end up, if you keep telling yourself, oh, there's not love out there, or you know what I'm saying, you won't find nobody better, then you won't find nobody better. You can't expect to put that out there and then get something better. It don't work like that. Like, your subconscious does not know when you're playing around. Even if you're just joking, like, oh, I will end up alone. I'm gonna end up, like, not marrying anybody. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I still have this shirt on. I ate dinner and I got ketchup on my shirt. I'm so childish. But you gotta understand that some people, like, I forgot again. Y'all, I be ranting and it just be leaving. But anyways, I'll remember eventually when I edit this or anything. I don't know. But yeah. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I started talking about this. I don't know, like, I'm just in a forgetful energy today. But anyways, girls, just love yourself enough to know that, like, being in a toxic place will land you with toxic people. Now I remember what I was talking about. If you're like in a space where it's just like, you know, no, I don't. But yeah, you gotta love yourself enough to not end up with a toxic person or to need somebody else's validation. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I used to be like that. I used to hang around people because I didn't want to be alone. And now I rock solo dolo, and I'm okay with that. That's the thing. I'm okay with rocking solo dolo, cause I'm telling you, it's nothing worse than being around people that don't really have your best interest at heart, and you trying to like beg them to love you. It's nothing worse than having somebody you call boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that, and they don't even really support you for real. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing worse than that. So if anything, you want to find somebody that actually you don't even want to go looking for nobody. If you gotta go look for it, you're not looking in the right places 9 times out of 10. Because if you're really searching for that shit like it's a check or something, it's not meant for you to have it at that time. And sometimes we tend to forget that. Even like at the end of the day, and some girls, and this is no shade to nobody that may feel like I'm shading them, I'm not shading you. A lot of girls need to understand that you are beautiful. Even when you feel like you're not, you're beautiful. And if you feel like you gotta go outside of your clothes to get a man, that is not your man. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you gotta have like your cleavage like all the way down here, and like you gotta wear certain stuff to get his attention, he didn't have your attention in the first place. So why would you want to get his attention like that? Because 9 times out of 10, if it's that easy, imagine how easy it is gonna be once he has you, and how easy it is once another girl comes around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be attentive to yourselves and y'all needs, because I learned this from myself. You cannot be happy in a relationship until you have happiness within yourself. And I know I talk about a lot of self-love, but it's because it's true. There's no such thing as a love or a loving friendship or a loving relationship. And 9 times out of 10, I used to be the type of girl that craved the guys where like they would argue back. They would like, we would sit there and get in screaming matches and arguing and just argue. I used to crave that type of stuff because like that was just something that I was just immune to. If you weren't hurting me, or if you weren't like lying to me, or if I didn't have to check you every once in a while, I didn't want you. That's just what it was. Now it's just like I want peace, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a relationship where I feel like I gotta talk to this girl woman to woman. I'm never doing that again. If I gotta talk to you woman to woman, I don't even care that much. Like I said to y'all, it ain't never no pressure behind no boy. You get a new one. And when I say that, I don't mean sit no